So,
Yeah, but like sneak on them.
Nah, he's out on Sneeko, fake. Well, the thing is, because we talked about this, you're a Fuentes fan, Ricky. I view him as fake as well, just like Sneeko.
Are you
and
a
all them
Fuentes
dudes.
fan, Steph?
I
Both of them
agree
are.
with 60 to 80% of the Fuentes says.
Yeah, but when he talks about like biblical stuff, that's where I disagree. I'm like,
He's
bro,
Catholic.
the Catholics are worse because they like pray to like statues and stuff like that. Like it's like,
Who's Fuentes?
Nick
Fuentes is daddy. He is.
what is he like?
He's
Mexicano
the
and Irish,
white
right? He's like Mexicano and Irish, right? Mexican and Irish.
I think so. Well, he's definitely
Yeah, Nick
Mexican.
Fuentes.
Name like
Yeah,
that.
no,
He's Canadian. He's secretly Canadian, but that's
No, that's crazy.
So it's like, no!
I know Nick Fuentes.
Look, I sent a video to Mac one time, and it was a YouTube guy who actually exposed Fuentes like months ago.
You said that you think aliens are fallen angels, demons, Nephilims, things like that. So
Yeah,
if that's the case, what do you think there's any water to like the U.S. government or whatever back engineering alien crafts? Because if you're an angel or a demon or whatever, you probably don't need a vehicle, right? So where do you
they
think
brought,
that
they
would
brought all the technology from heaven.
So you think
Technology?
it's supernatural technology, not just extraterrestrial?
Yeah, their technology. They made a pact with the human beings, obviously with a top tier, and then they kept us slaves, and they do their thing in their own power, but they work with them.
When it comes to this Trump administration, because I mean, Mac will tell you, I was somewhat of a Trump apologist, 5D chess guy, and there's still a lot of things that Trump is doing good, but we're in this situation with Iran, boots on the ground. There's Marines heading to that island off of Iran that does a lot of oil production. Got boots on the ground. Like it's just another mess. It's another Vietnam. I understand all the Machiavellian asymmetrical nation state going on where we have to cut off oil to China so China can't wage war on Taiwan. I get it.
Yeah.
I get Ayatollahs are terrible. I get it all, but it's like at what cost? We have to talk about it.
Welcome back, everybody, to another B-side of the Rum Dum podcast. Today, we're getting lit. We're getting crazy. We're getting extra dimensional. Cheers, Rum Dummers.
Cheers, y'all. Cheers. Woo.
So you said that you think aliens are like what? Fallen angels, demons, Nephilims, things like that. So
Yeah,
if that's the case, what do you think there's any water to like the U.S. government or whatever back engineering alien crafts? Because if you're an angel or a demon or whatever, you probably don't need a vehicle, right? So where do you
they
think
brought
that
all the technology from heaven.
So you think
Technology?
it's supernatural technology, not just extraterrestrial?
Yeah, their technology. They made a pact with the human beings, obviously with a top tier, of the 12,
That's just myself.
and then they kept us slaves, and they do their thing in their own power, but they work with them.
So then, do you view that as almost a because you're arguably probably the most religious member of the show? Do you view that as what some people would call a naturalistic explanation for a religious phenomenon, where the magic or spiritual or whatever is just highly advanced technology, or do you think it's actually just magic, for lack of a better term?
No, it's not magic. No.
Just highly advanced technology.
Yeah. And they're smarter than us in every way, shape, and form.
So then, if that's just if the angels and demons or whatever they're doing is just advanced technology, then how does that explain a concept like God? Then, if that's all just extraterrestrial technology that's very advanced, how do you explain a God?
Well, God's the prime creator,
So that's separate. You would say that's
He's
separate.
separate. He's separate. There's limits to everything. Even they, the demons or the Nephilim or the aliens, they're limited. They have their own limits too. They can't surpass certain laws.
Yeah, they
have
can't
laws.
like time travel or for just an example.
Yeah, they have their own
Like-
laws too. Well, time travel's a little bit.
That's
That's just an example. That's just an
I
example.
don't know, but it's interesting too. Because from what I know there's portals in the heavens. From what I've read, like in Enoch and all that. But even though the church doesn't approve, but I'm like, why you guys take all of these sacred books and it explains to you about the UFOs and this and that?
Yeah.
And you just kick them out. They're like, no, this is just conspiracy and all this and that. But then I'm like, okay, so Moses, with a staff departed the Red Sea. So what is more believable? Some aliens in the sky or Moses, departing the Red Sea. So it's like, are you believe in it? Believe in all of it, or you don't believe in none of it, or just pick and choose, or what is it? Go ahead, Seth.
What? This is a little off topic. What version of the Bible do you refer to I would say most often because I'm sure you use different ones.
So in my Bible, it's called the Sefer. It's like the Hebrew. It's Hebrew and English. I have the Hebrew and Spanish one, but it's got like 98 books. Because your common Bibles have 66 books, but I have like the Ethiopian scriptures, which are older than
Wow.
the pre-Bible.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you have the Nag Hammadi texts? Have you heard of those before?
I've heard of it, but I do not have it.
Okay, I didn't know if that particular, because I've never heard of that Bible before, so I was curious if that was encompassed in there.
Yes, called Sefer, Cefer.
This is it?
There you go. Yeah, that's the one I have. Yeah.
Cool.
So what's different about? I could just read this, but I'll go from you because you actually read the thing.
So basically,
what's different from the regular Bible?
So basically, this one has more books. If you read the Old Testament, like Samuel, Job, or Amos, or other books in the Bible, it talks about other books. In 2 Samuel, it names the book of Yasher. So the book of Yasher is like the Old Testament, but with more details. Because if you read like Genesis, it talks about Adam and Eve, and then Cain killed Abel, and that's the end of that. No, in the book of Yasher, it's more detailed. It's a long book. Then you have the book of Enoch 1 and 2. This Bible, I have different types of Bibles because I like to study them all. Because a lot of them do change.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you like the old names, like the name of God, which was Yahweh back in the day. Some people call it Jehovah now, which kind of changed, et cetera, et cetera. It's more like the restored names, and then plus the restored books. And then I have other books called the book Adam and Eve, which is even before creation, like when Satan.
I've never heard it. What is that? Hold on.
Yeah, the book of Adam and Eve is pretty good.
So, are there any?
Is it an old scripture that's been translated, or is it somebody?
Oh no, yeah, you can find it. It's in English, it's in Spanish, it's in everything. There's even a book before the creation of the earth. It's called the Book of Melchizedek. So
Okay,
it's like
I've heard of that. Yeah,
it was the battle of the heavens. How Satan rebelled against God, and he got thrown into earth when the earth was built, and all. It's pretty interesting. Pretty.
Is this the book you were talking? Hold on a second. Is this what you're talking about? The conflict of Adam and Eve. This is that book.
Yeah, it's Adam and Eve 1 and 2. I don't know.
Okay.
Books. There it is. Content. Books 1 and 2. It's pretty interesting.
So I'm guessing this is just a more detailed account of like Adam, Eve, the garden.
This is part of the Ethiopian Bible.
Yeah,
okay.
And then
the Ethiopians know a lot of shit.
They do know a lot of stuff. So like I would tell these pastors, like, so how do you believe in the heavens and earth and all this and all that, but you don't believe like that the fallen angels? Like, yeah, but I don't believe in aliens. Like, what do you don't believe in aliens? Like the technologies there. You read Ezekiel. Ezekiel explains like there's this kind of like spaceship with a bunch of lights that raptured, some prophet and took him to the next one like in seconds. So it explains like there's like teleportation. But a lot of people are like, no, teleportation doesn't exist. I'm like, so how does the Bible talk about teleportation, but you guys don't believe? It's like.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So, okay. So there's controversy about like what books made it into the Bible or whatever.
Yeah.
So since these things were, like a lot of sola scriptura Christians think that just the Bible as we have it now has been like perfect and protected. So I have a two-part question.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that the content of the Bible has been divinely protected to be completely accurate from the time it was written to now? And second part, are there any books that you would say, oh yeah, that shouldn't be included, that's just bullshit?
Damn. Hold on. That's a crazy ass second question right there. That's.
Yeah,
no, because there's different schools of Christian that think certain books
no,
about the events. Because there's a book that was rejected from the Bible where it says that what's his name? Judas, like when he died, they tied him to a tree and he like exploded. So a lot of people are like, okay, that just
God damn.
No. There's a book that too. It was written by the Egyptians or the Muslims.
There is a book of Judas. That's one of the Nag Hammadi texts. It's the book of Judas.
So they say that in one of the books I read was they said that Judas took the place of Jesus. So Jesus told them, yeah, you go get crucified. So they crucified Judas for Jesus, which I don't believe in that. That's one of them. And there's another one that I read in the Bible called Bel and the Dragon, which is very interesting. It's in my Bible too.
Your mic cut out. What was it called? I
Bel and the Dragon. It talks about about literally like this guy is gonna go kill this dragon, and the dragon inside has these crystals, and it gives like certain.
That's hardcore.
Like,
that's some Dungeons and
Dragons. It's actually pretty interesting.
But
because remember, back the word dragon was not was it invented in the 1800s? So back in the day, maybe it was a dinosaur, that breathed fire or whatever, and they call it dragon. I don't know. But the first question is, I know that there is some place somewhere in monasteries that the Bible is complete form without being touched, But nowadays, if you look at different Bibles, like the Bible of the Mormons, the Bible of certain different, they do change things. They manipulate things.
Or just
Obviously,
make it up as they go.
Or they make it up as they go. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think
No one would ever do that, right?
No one would ever do that.
Hey.
The thing I say to people who say that Christians I've talked to that say it's been completely the Bible that they have in their hands has been divinely protected. There was an instance where in like mid 1900s, the German Bible, anywhere where homosexuality was mentioned, it said the German word for pedophile, which is a very distinct change. Whatever team you're on, the translation of that's a very distinct change.
Yeah.
So we have evidence within the past 100 years that there has been alterations in different interpretations through translation. So anybody that argues that, because within the past 100 years we know it's happened just with that one instance. So it's like, okay, that can't be the case then.
Well, that goes off of to say like that's really anything though. Like if you've ever tried to translate, easiest way to say is from English to Spanish to English, you'll say, "Oh, I love blank," and in
Big
Spanish it'll I love big booty Latinas, and in Spanish it'll say something relative to that because
you want duct tape on your wiener.
It's not a direct translation, but you translate it back, and that shit's some duck shit wild stuff. You know what I mean?
Because
imagine ancient Aramaic to Greek to German to English to imagine
Hebrew
that.
to fucking It's
because my Bible is based on the Hebrew Bible, like the Hebrew, because I'm learning a little bit of Hebrew. And so basically what I've seen that the English is more, I don't want to diss Spanish, but it's more competent, the translation is more clear from Hebrew to English. And when they translate it from Hebrew to Spanish, it loses a lot of like detail, I've seen it because I have both. I read and I'm like, oh, this is the heavens and this and that. And then here's it's just heaven. And like certain things that just,
I figure regardless of the languages you pick, if you go from language A to B to C to D, you're going to lose a lot between them. Rather, if you just go to A, the original text, to whatever it is that you speak, that's going to be like the best option.
Correct.
Regardless of the language.
So, Ricky, do you think that because the Bible you use is, we'll say, directly from Hebrew to English or to Spanish, whichever one you prefer? Do you think that even not lost through translation, but that Bible happened to, God forbid, some leader or something was like, oh, actually, that's going to affect how my followers think about me.
Like Constantine the Great? Like Constantine the Great?
Yes!
Nicaea Council?
Yeah, Nicaea Council.
300 years after Jesus was alive, they decided to make a theology called the Catholic Church. Like that?
Yeah, so to what I believe in, I've studied, like, let's say the Sabbath, which is the holy day of rest, right? The Catholic Church invented it for Sunday, but in the original Hebrew, it's a Sabbath for the seventh day, which is a Saturday.
Right.
Also for Saturn. They're Saturn.
Yeah, exactly, from Saturn. But it was Shabbos. Shabbos means, seventh day. And then later Constantine changed it to Sunday because, it was the day of the sun, They were sun worshippers. So there's different variations to things.
Right.
But I go more for like the original how it was. Because now Monday is the first day, but in Hebrew, the first day is the Sunday.
Moon day is the first day.
Yeah.
Well, even in like modern calendars, no, Saturday's still the seventh day. Even like you look at your phone right now, Saturday's the seventh day of the week. Like they didn't
It's probably because it's a Jewish guy that owns the calendar.
Yeah, most likely.
It's a Jewish conspiracy. It's a Jewish conspiracy.
I don't know if we could say that on YouTube, bro.
Honestly, the way I don't know how they somebody got mad and flagged you guys because there's so many other YouTuber commentators that say so much worse.
But it was a person of color that was speaking about the.
Exactly. So you're uncountable.
So
you're out of jail free card, Determinator. You are.
So I just have to, now that we're doing this, so we're streaming on Kick. They don't give a fuck. Okay? Twitter, they don't give a fuck. So I'm just going to make a really cucked edit for YouTube because it's the biggest platform. So that's fine. So y'all say however the hell y'all want to say it. But,
are we on Rumble too?
Them boys.
No, I think right now we're just on Kick.
We're on Kick and Twitter.
We just hit an hour, so we're moving into the second episode. You want to?
Okay, so this one. Okay, so we already recorded some for Monday's episode on Wednesday, so we don't need to do a clean break, but we can go ahead and. Well, hell, Ricky don't even have no booze, so I would say we could record an intro for the B side, but I mean, I guess we can. Do you want to do a shot, Seth?
Come on,
Shot
Seth.
time? You want to do a
I'll
shot?
be right
Hold
back.
on, let me-
Hold up.
By the way, Flux Slugs, if you want to say things about religion and stuff, don't feel free. I don't get triggered.
Trust me,
So
I do. I'm very chauvinistic, but no, I'm absolutely. Well, I mean, I'm always respectful when I'm with other people, but when I'm talking to Mac, I don't give a fuck.
no. The same thing here. You can talk. Like Mac already knows me. He knows me already. I don't get triggered.
Cool.
Yeah, that's why. So before you came on the show, the Wednesday, me and Seth were streaming. He was like, "Okay, what's something I can say to troll Ricky? What's something I can do to trigger him?" I was like, "Bro, this dude is untriggerable. This dude is on. There's nothing you're gonna come up with. There's nothing you're gonna come up with, Seth, that is gonna trigger the Rickinator. It's not gonna happen. There's nothing, dude. There's nothing, bro.
I've been with all sorts of people, man. Around all sorts of people. So
That's cool.
me getting triggered. No, I accept everything. I like to listen, because you always learn something
Yeah.
from anyone. You learn something. So it's my favorite.
We're gonna shoot the intro for the B side that'll be going up. Everybody lurking, it'll be going up on YouTube next Friday. So I'm gonna go ahead and film the intro. Welcome back, everybody, to another B side of the Rum Dum podcast. Today we're getting lit. We're getting crazy. We're getting extra dimensional. Cheers, Rum Dummers.
Cheers, y'all! Cheers! Woo!
Salute.
That was more than a shot. That was more than a shot I poured.
Yeah, well, you need to. You're like,
Woo!
2.5 people.
Oh, there was ice in that.
It was ice due to a shot with ice chunks in it, with crushed ice in it.
Damn.
Oh my god! So yeah, welcome back, everybody. We're on a little religious episode
Black
of the Rum
cherry
Dum podcast.
rum, boy.
Black
Black
cherry
cherry.
rum. Do
Black
heterosexual
cherry
people drink
black
that too?
You said what?
Do heterosexual people drink that too?
No,
Aiden of all people would know.
I'm aware. When I go to the gay agenda meetings, we talk about people that drink cherry rum.
Gay agenda.
You're one
Cranberry
step.
and rum and cran.
Okay.
And rum and cran. Don't forget about rum and cran.
What are you saying, Seth? What are you saying,
Anything
Seth?
mixes with crayon. Okay, so I have an idea for this is a bit steering right from the current left. Rather
Okay.
so
We're steering the other direction than the way we're at. You could say we're
this
steering
is like
left.
no,
from
I'm just
current
saying
right.
this is straight out of left field. I
Okay.
want to know y'all's is current and past and y'all's is everything you guys think about alcohol. Your favorite drinks, if it's good, bad, shit, everything. Like what is first question I suppose would be what is everyone's current drink of choice and what's
All
your
right,
past?
we'll go on screen for like viewers. I guess we'll go clockwise. So I'll start. What's the first question? For favorite drink?
Current favorite drink.
My current
Beer.
favorite drink is spiced rum and root beer.
Interesting.
What about you, Ricky?
I tried. It's called mezcal. It comes from the family of tequila. It's really smooth, but it was cranberry and tequila. It was called mezcal and tequila. Perfect.
Did you just say cranberry? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, my
Oh,
perspective
No,
is-
listen, mezcal's the one that they used to ship with the worm. That was the marketing campaign with the worm.
Yeah.
And
A
you,
worm
yeah,
at the bottom.
yes, I had a bottle of that. That shit was like $60 here. We had that shit gone in like 2 weeks. Currently,
Yeah, you can drink mezcal and it's very smooth, but once you finish, you go outside and it's game over for you, man. You'll be right.
The second you stand up,
yes,
you're like,
bro, it's heavy.
No, you stand up, it's normal. You go outside, for a walk, and it's like,
Oh shit.
yeah, it's like the Black Mamba.
Yeah.
the Black Mamba.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Fluxliner? What about
Well,
you?
I'm a Jaeger not as of now. I've gone through. I used to drink scotch and whiskey a lot when I go out. Sometimes it was like if I was casually hanging out at the karaoke club, it was rum and coke. But now it's either red wine or it's Jägermeister. I like Jägermeister because Jägermeister, as Mac has said, doesn't give you hangovers. It's full of spices,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like really good
It's herbal.
spices.
It's herbal. Like
I
it's
can
very
just drink
herbal.
it straight all night, and I usually don't have a problem.
Listen, there was this one time I threw a party for Thanksgiving of 2025, and Mac here,
When I was there, yeah.
he decided that he was just going to drink a
Jaeger
glass
in
of
a glass.
Jägermeister at a time. So he brought a handle of Jägermeister and decided, yo, go give me some more. Just drank about half the bottle. I've still got that bottle in my freezer. I sip on it every once in a while.
Oh, wow.
I know, dude. I just able to drink it. I would add ice to it, and it's just. And I was pretty lit, but I wasn't like falling over, stumbling like somebody else at the party that fell down a flight of stairs.
Hilarious. He is oh my god, he's hilarious. He's so funny.
Drunk. I'm not an angry drunk,
No, he's a happy, humble. Yeah, it's so funny. He's hilarious.
All right, Seth. What about you? Is it a vodka cran or something gay like that? What do you like?
This is
Deadass.
Long Island. Well, Long Island or Blue Motherfucker, whatever. All of the Long Island.
So you like drinks that are just a bunch of liquors dumped in a glass randomly?
No,
that's what a Blue
Long
Motherfucker
Island,
is.
Long Island. Here's a screwdriver.
That's only 2.
I would say I prefer drinks that are typically like you get the value of your money. And with a Long Island, even though it's still only 2 ounces of liquor, if they make it right, a Long Island will hit you a lot harder than a fucking, like Ricky said, a screwdriver or something, because once it hits you all at once, bro. So I would say either Long Island, and if I can't get that, fucking anything tequila with any kind of juice.
Do you want to go down further your booze segment, Seth, or do you want to go any further?
Well, I just wanted to kind of steer the conversation a different way, just in case a couple of the viewers were.
Because like the B side, so this is the one where we're a little crunk, so it makes sense.
Exactly. So maybe something a little more like lighthearted that we can fuck around with a bit more, rather than talking about religion. You know what I mean? Like
that's fine.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, okay, so what else you got? This is your bit. You said you had questions.
So like Ricky specifically, this is so backwards, but Ricky, so in the Bible, the Bible, KJV is what I grew up on, right?
Of course.
What in your Bible, or what you have read previously, what is the outlook on vices such as alcohol and
Okay, very good. So in the Bible, if you look at even the Old Testament, there's 7 feasts that you have to celebrate. It doesn't matter if you're Jewish or not. It's called the 7 Feasts of Yahweh, the 7 Feasts of God. And in those feasts, a lot of people drink wine. So the problem of drinking wine is not bad. The problem is getting drunk, because the outcome, there's some people that can't control their alcohol. I know lots, especially women. And they get crazy, and they commit a lot of.
Men are good. We're
no, man. The Russians, believe me, they do some crazy stuff. But
well, the Russians, can't trust the Russians either. Yeah.
No, the Russians, bro. I've seen some shit, and I'm like, bro, what the hell? Yeah, but the sin is not drinking. The sin is like getting drunk and then committing acts, of certain,
So you have a certain BAC that's unbiblical that you hit. You can't hit a certain BAC.
Well said. Blood alcohol content. God has this sort of like breathalyzer test that he gives
biblical limit.
It's instant, right? It's a soul breathalyzer test, and he knows you've gone. Whoa, you've gone.
Yeah, because it even says in the New Testament that beware of the person who drinks alcohol. If you cannot control how you act, you drink, then it's better not to drink it. But if you drink, it's not a big problem, But in the Quran, because I've studied Islam too, you cannot drink in the Quran. No.
Well, that's the thing, though, because this internet age, a lot of people in the, I guess the edgy base community are Muslim now, like people like Sneeko or whatever.
Yeah.
And so.
Who's gay? Who's gay?
But they're worse.
Wait, that's my boyfriend. Don't make fun of him.
Well, no, what I was trying to say is in like this new community, there's like these influencers who are like Muslim or whatever. And like they'll even make memes about it. People in their community, like, they'll smoke weed, they'll drink, they'll this, that. But then the second bacon comes up, it's like, oh no, this is haram. It's because it's more virtue signaling. I think a lot of people like to do that. Or it's something fun like booze or weed or whatever the thing is. But then bacon, no, so that kind of happens as well.
Yeah. Hey, Terminator Ricky, don't hold your fucking hand up. This is not a. This is it, bro. Like, no more.
Hey, listen, I
appreciate it, but you don't have to do that.
Sorry,
just wait your turn and just say something. We'll all back off and let you speak.
I don't know. It's kind of growing on me. The hand raise is kind of growing.
Bro, for the Zoom meeting.
I will allow. I want to listen to what you have to say. You don't have to hold your hand. Go ahead.
No, like I've been around like real Muslims, and they don't drink at all. They don't smoke. They don't eat pork. They're like the true Muslims. They're actually like, they go to mosques. They read.
So
but like Sneeko on them, nah.
Nah, he's out on Sneeko, fake. Well, the thing is, because we talked about this, you're a Fuentes fan, Ricky. I view him as just as fake as those motherfuckers. I do not I view him as fake as well, just like Sneeko.
Are you
and
a
all them
Fuentes
dudes.
fan, Seth?
I
Both of
I
them are.
agree with. I would say probably about 60 to 80% of the shit Fuentes says is valid.
Yeah, but when he talks about like biblical stuff, that's
Yeah,
where I
no.
disagree. I'm
He's
like, bro,
Catholic.
he's mixing
He's
Yeah,
Catholic.
cut that.
Can,
Cut
they're
that
worse.
shit out.
Seth, can you pull your mic in a little bit, Seth? If possible?
the Catholics are worse.
Okay. Not that much.
The Catholics are worse because they like pray to like statues and stuff like that. Like it's like, bro.
Oh, your girlfriend has a question, Seth. Who's Fuentes?
Nick
Fuentes is daddy. He is God himself. No, I'm kidding. It's Nick Fuentes. I've sent you some bits of him, some little Instagram reels.
What is he like?
He's
Mexicano
the
and Irish,
white
right?
guy. What was that?
He's like Mexicano and Irish, right? Mexican and Irish.
I think so. He's definitely
Yeah,
Mexican. Name
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
he's Canadian. He's secretly Canadian, but that's
No, that's crazy.
So it's like, no!
I know Nick Fuentes is Mexican.
I got
Nick Fuentes is the white guy, for all of you viewers. He's the white guy that you'll see on your Instagram reel pages wearing the suit with the red or black tie, talking about bitches need to shut the fuck up.
Yes.
We had it out. I saw it. Oh God, I wish I sent a video to Mac one time, and it was a YouTube guy who actually exposes Fuentes like months ago, and it showed how his father was from Spain and he was Canadian.
No,
Fuentes is a Spanish.
Yeah, bro, hold on. Listen, you're about to get red pilled, Seth. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Now, listen, there's a lot of stuff about Nick Fuentes that he says I like, but here's the thing about him. Forget about what he says and what you agree with.
I'll be right back.
What is the end goal? His end goal is to make sure white men don't vote Republican anymore. He's apathetic. He says Trump didn't, for all his flaws, okay. He tells his people, his listeners, don't vote Republican, vote Democrat, even though they're the ones that opened the border and let all these illegals in, and then Democrats can just have illegal voters. Okay, nothing against the ethnicity of the people that came in here or whatever. Has nothing to do with that. Just has to do with state sovereignty and people sovereignty.
right. Okay,
that's all it has to do with, right? There's okay. So, but he's apathetic. If that's his end goal, he's got an agenda. He wants to infiltrate this sort of, white sphere, right? The white right, I guess, or just other people that are on the right. And he wants to make them apathetic and then vote for the Democrats who just open the borders and want men in little girls' bathrooms. You see what I'm saying? Like that's his end goal. So just simply and simple, that's my problem with him. He's an infiltrator, and he has an agenda to make everyone apathetic and not vote Republican anymore. Even though I'm not saying Republicans are all perfect. They're not. We're in a quagmire because of that. But I'll rest.
You have to choose one of evil too.
I would say, based off of what I've seen, I don't watch Nick on a daily. I don't watch his streams.
You do.
He's a simp. Seth is a simp.
Fuck, you guys have found me out. On a real note, I don't watch his streams. Period. End of story. Yeah. I watch highlights, clips, all that, and I'll watch segments. Like, sometimes the first 15 minutes are the best. The rest of it's ass. We all know this. But that being said, I think that Nick, up until, I would say probably about 4 or 5 months ago, beginning of 2026, he was very Trump-oriented. I'm going to say right-wing oriented. Up until Trump started talking shit about, Iran and this and that and gas and blah, blah, you know what I mean? Actually started like, hey, I'm not signing this bill in until the Democrats do this, that kind of stuff. I think he was way more right wing. Again, this is based off of just what I've seen. But now recently, I think it was like 2 weeks ago on stream, he said, I've never said this before, but now I'm saying nobody should fucking support Trump at this point. His ideas of bombing Iran and raising everything, and now he has to pay back all of the tariffs. And
that's not his fault. That's not his fault, but
he said that all this shit that Trump has said he's going to do, and he started to do it, and then now it's all falling back. It's a wall that he built up 10 feet, and now it's falling back down all the way to 4 feet. He's accomplished a little bit,
Well, the
But
thing
now
is,
all
because
this,
regardless of whether or not I believe he is genuine, the actual like hard right wing is not necessarily, tied to Trump. So the right wing values he espouses, like being against other interests from foreign countries, especially Canadian.
I don't like him.
Right. Yeah, you don't like it. Yeah, no. But he sees Trump as being, he's gone establishment in his second go at bat. He's gone establishment, right? So that's kind of why he feels betrayed. It's not that he's changing from, oh, he used to be right wing, now he's not because he doesn't like Trump. It's actually because of how right wing he is that he can no longer stand
because
Trump.
In a way, because Trump has started to shift some views, he started to shift right to left based on some conspiracies and shit that's going on, blah blah blah, whatever.
Well, he's openly said that. Well, sorry to interrupt, Seth, but I was trying to reiterate what you're saying. I'm trying to add to what you're saying. He's come out and saying that mass deportations, which he ran on, is not going to happen.
His whole first campaign was based on that shit. Let's be honest here.
Right. And honestly, in a pragmatic view, the logistics involved with trying to get all these illegals out of the country is not going to happen. Okay. Now we can get the illegals out. I mean, we can get the illegal criminals out that are really bad, that took advantage of the open borders and were able to. I didn't know this until recently. The number one crop or money that the drug cartels make is people, not drugs.
Yes. Yeah.
And Biden just gave that to him on a silver platter. So I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's a practical matter. And I think if you think it might sound a little scummy in a way, but if the Republicans could just get enough illegal immigrants out where they're not voting and the Democrats can't win, it's fine. Right. I'm just being practical. Right. So I just wanted to read.
I think. Do you guys think that illegal immigration is ever going to stop in the United States of America?
No. Stop like completely? It won't stop in any country ever unless it sucks to live in.
No,
correct.
But you shouldn't have open borders.
Yeah, of course you shouldn't.
Because that
every country has a border.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even Mexico has a border.
Yeah. And what happens when people cross the border into Mexico?
Oh man, they get crazy. Yeah.
But in America, they give you free money. Like it was designed. It was a conspiracy to destroy the voting base and let Democrats just have absolute power. That was the plan. Or what me and Mac has discussed about, maybe that was just like a sort of side quest. What was the real plan was to create a situation where most Americans want more surveillance from the tech companies. Which was what we're seeing now.
That is a big conspiracy right there.
Well, it's not baseless. And I'll say this like this. Just recently, the AI company Anthropic denied a Pentagon contract because the Pentagon asked them for unethical, more surveillance of citizens and total autonomous drone automation to where the drones can decide who to kill and not have a person who would validate or authentic or authorize that. That's what the Pentagon wanted, and Anthropic said no, we're not doing this. This is unethical. Okay, so at the same time, I'm thinking like that was a big turning point for me when I heard that. When it comes to this Trump administration, because I mean, Mac would say I was somewhat of a Trump apologist. 5D chess guy, and there's still a lot of things that Trump is doing good, but we're in this situation with Iran. There's boots on the ground. There's Marines heading to that island off of Iran that does a lot of oil production. We've got boots on the ground. Like it's just another mess. It's another Vietnam. I mean, I understand all the Machiavellian asymmetrical nation state shit going on where we have to cut off oil to China so China can't wage war on Taiwan. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Ayatollahs are terrible. I get it. I get it all. But it's like, at what cost? And we have to talk about it, right?
Where have you gone on the Trump train, Ricky? I know you used to be a big old Trumper back when you were stateside. Where have you gone off the Trump train? Are you still feeling the copium? Where are you?
I still like him. But then the whole Epstein file situation kind of like
Wait,
me off,
elaborate
but,
on before you go further. Elaborate on the Epstein files real quick. What you think?
Yeah, the whole. Well, I know I can't say certain words on YouTube, but
Well,
yeah, all
you're
the stuff, having Kushner, in there and everything with the Canadians. I just don't like it, any administration. Sorry, I'm just gonna say it like this. I think America is like I said, America for the Americans, America first. You don't have to fight no other wars for someone else. Sorry, but that's how it is. I think it's wrong for American troops dying over there just because of it. Canadians, I think it's wrong. It's like if we get attacked, if the Mexicans get attacked by like Russia, which I mean, Russia and Mexico are allies, but then America's like, all right, I'm gonna send some American troops to finish off the Russians. And it's like, well, I mean, I know you're trying to protect the border because, it's going to be easier for the Russians to get to the United States. But if it's like some other country like Argentina or stuff, and then America goes fight for them, it's kind of like, bro, no.
No, that's fair.
I don't think
No, I don't think like I've done enough research to be able to say like what the fucking relationship between America and Canadians is.
Oof, man, that goes far.
That's just blatant, bro. We're on a leash. Like you seen those videos where they have like a dude walking on all fours down the street and some like
Trump.
big city girl walking down the street. Okay, America is the gimp and Trump. Canadian is the chick with the big titties and the leather.
Yeah.
And the,
Okay.
yeah. Fucking
So
whip.
Seth, just to give you a sort of statistic. So APAC is the biggest.
So whatever happened to the because you didn't tell me that at the time. I guess you were trying to be covert. Whatever happened to the commune y'all were going to set up?
Right now we have, let's see, 5 Mexicans that live there, a whole family. 2 are from Texas. They moved over there. And then we have some people from Argentina, obviously some Colombians. They're there. It's growing now.
Wow.
We have our own cattle. We have our own chickens. We have our own supply of food. We made a well, everything.
So now, forgive me, but is it? Do you worry about like a cult forming within it? 'Cause that's usually how those kind of things go. Do you worry about that at all?
What happened? We have rules
To prevent that, or is it
to
setting
prevent
in?
that. Yeah, because
Enforce it.
we all have the same like thinking. We all believe in the same thing, like biblical wise, and
So how does that prevent a cult that y'all believe the same thing? How does
What if the
that
cult is a
prevent
good
a
cult?
forming?
Why can't you just have a good cult?
And they all look good in the first 20 minutes of the documentary. They all look awesome in the
they're
first
good.
20 minutes of the documentary.
They have to
Obviously, like
sacrifice
always,
the
there's always
bird.
going to be someone who's going to say something or going to do something, and immediately, because I'm very honest, I put a stop to it. We make meetings when there's always something wrong. We always make a meeting, like a Zoom meeting. That's why I raise my hand sometimes because I'm like, there's like 50 people there,
Yeah.
or 10 people there. Because we have other people from other communities that are in the same situation, like in Argentina, in Chile. They all get together, and if there's like a problem, then we all join and we see how to fix it immediately.
So because you were talking about, I guess last Saturday that you're going to be moving back stateside. So how's that going to work? Are you still going to be with them, or are you going to hand it off?
Yeah. Like I said, I have another person. So my associates that also, that he takes control of it too when I'm not there. And it has to be a man, not a woman. Women cannot leave.
How do you?
Yes. Sorry.
We litigated that last Saturday. How do you bankroll all this shit? How the hell are you working at the same place I was working? And you
The Lord bankrolls.
The Lord,
brother.
Because I have properties in different places.
Yeah,
I rent.
you just built that up over time.
Yeah.
He's got hosts from different denominations.
Yeah.
He's got. I don't think he's into the hoe business. I don't think so. I wouldn't say that from Godly Ricky.
Not yet.
Same shit, different way of wording it. Come on now.
I do kind of like the Muslim thing to have like a couple of wives, but you have to be.
Ah!
Do that.
What, Abraham had it? What's the matter?
Fair enough. Old Testament.
You
is
can
Old
make up
Testament.
whatever religion. Like the more you know about theology, you'll be able to make up your own religion and just make whatever the fuck you want. Just it'll come to you easy.
Run that world, Ricky. Run that world, bro.
Oh my goodness! Imagine
Go, boy.
Ricky with 7 wives.
Make it nice religion. Love thy.
Do y'all have like a
neighbor.
website you want to plug? Do you want to try to recruit anybody while you're on here? Do you want to try to recruit anybody?
He said, "We don't want these motherfuckers."
We don't want any rum dummers in the cult. We don't want any rum dummers in the cult.
Nah, no white people. White people aren't allowed. Why people?
Damn.
Oh yeah. Do you have racial boundaries to the cult, the commune?
No, of course not. No.
Yeah, I knew
No?
he would.
Well,
I know.
But what I've seen is that the cultures do crash. The cultures do crash. Even in the Latin American cultures, they do have some crash at the same time.
Wow.
Because I know
the way they speak and act.
somebody started a whites only community in the United States, Return to the Land or whatever. I kind of wonder how they're doing. Did it work out?
I'm sure they're doing fine.
Yeah, they're doing fine.
Don't be looking like that, Seth. You got a damn brown girl.
Someone started it? What? I've never heard of this.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, your ass wouldn't be allowed
There's
in.
even a guy I used to watch on YouTube. His name is Adam Fink. His channel is Parable of the Vineyard. He's like a preacher, kind of.
This guy looks a little. I don't know, dude. I'm judging him just by looking at his face. What? So what is this guy supposedly? I might be getting the wrong guy. Is he a musician as well?
Yeah, he plays music too. He's got the long beard.
No, it's very tight to the face. I might be getting the wrong guy. He's got a potato on his head. I'm guessing this is probably not the guy. Okay, no, I typed in. His name's Adam Fink.
Yeah, but just type in Parable of the Vineyard.
Okay, I'm guessing the guy I saw is not the guy.
You know how to spell that, gay boy?
Yes, I know how to spell it, motherfucker. Parable of the Vineyard. Okay, here we go. Parable of the Vineyard.
He had to use autocorrect.
Let's see.
So
I don't see a picture of a guy. I just see like paintings. This is Jehovah's Witness. I'm getting Jehovah's Witness results.
No.
That's
when I type in Parable of the Vineyard, the first thing that comes up is from the Jehovah's Witness website, which doesn't mean it's a Jehovah's Witness thing, but if it's like a biblical thing, they might also believe in the Parable of the Vineyard or whatever.
We probably do, but
okay.
It's more of like the Torah.
Like Old Testament. Who's watching something on their phone? I hear a video. No, hold on a second. Who's playing a video? Yeah, it was you. What the fuck, Flux Slider? I heard that shit. I heard that.
I gotta look at my boobies every once in a while. I gotta have my dopamine. I gotta see my Latina boobies and booties on my X feed.
When we used to film the Saturday night activities, should just be filmed, not streamed. So he would have to wear his headphones because when you stream it, it cuts out the echo. But when we're just recording it separately, he's got to have headphones on. So he would be watching videos on screen, but now he's got to go to the phone to watch it. So now I can hear it. Now I can hear it like a bat when he's watching.
Yeah, well, I mean, my video. There he is. There he is.
Just send it look it up on the computer and send it to me on the Discord. Send it in the Discord.
I'll send you a
video. When I typed in Adam Fink, some musician with a potato on his head popped up, and I was like, "This is the guy."
He does play music too.
Yeah, but this is not the guy. This is not that guy. Apparently, there's a lot of successful Adam Finks. There's a doctor. There's a musician. There's a lot. Okay, I found him. Okay, so the first thing that comes up for the Adam Fink you're talking about is exposing the lies of Adam Fink, Parables of the Vineyard on WordPress.com. They're trying to keep your boy down. Inside the sick. Okay, this is the first article that comes up. I won't pop it on screen because I don't know what's in there, but inside Adam Fink, sick and perverted ministry. Oh, what are you getting into, dude? I don't know, bro. Exposed.
This Fink guy is white, right?
Yeah, he's Jewish.
He looks like it.
Jewish American. He used to be
Jewish. He's Canadian.
Hold on. Let's for sure get this locked down. So we talked, Ricky, last Saturday how I used to claim to be full Jewish, and now you're Messianic. So do you still identify with the term Jewish for your beliefs? Is that still accurate?
No, Messianic.
No,
Messianic Jew, but that's still Jewish, correct? Or no?
Well, no, I'm not Jewish. No, because the Jews don't believe in the Messiah. They don't believe in Jesus, right? You guys call him Jesus?
Yeah, but there are Messianic Jews who they're Jewish, but so it's kind of like the earlier version. Like before they became Christian, there were Jews who believed that Christ was the Messiah. Mm-hmm. So you're not a Messianic Jew, or you are?
No, because I'm not Jewish. So I can be Torah observer, maybe.
So you're the other terminology, a Torah observant Jew, not a Messianic Christian. Okay.
Or Torah observant Christian. There you go.
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Not Jew.
And I got to tell you this funny story. So I don't want to tell what exactly I did because I don't want it going back and people figuring out who this person is. But my boss. So I'm sitting there. I'm working at a place, right? And my boss is using. We have a phone that we clock in and out of, right? Yeah. But on the phone, you know how on a phone, you're automatically connected to your Google Gmail. Most people, right?
You saw the goon folder?
Even though it was a work phone, he was signed in on his personal Gmail, right?
Yeah.
So when I was clocking in and out, I would notice that there was these notifications, and I'm going, "What the fuck is this?" It was this site, this shady site that was a front for an escort service. So he was getting all his escorts on the work phone. I was like, "What the fuck is this, bro?" Like,
Damn, bro.
It was funny. It was just funny. I was thinking about just telling him, "Hey, bro, like, get your shit." I just wanted to kind of tell him off the record, "Hey, man, just to let you know, you got some loose ends," but I just never got around to it. So
damn, bro.
It was a funny little thing. Speaking of buying stuff online, yeah, it was a really goofy site. I wish I could remember it. I'd tell Mac to pull it up because it's kind of funny. Because when you look at the site, they sell all this weird like it's supposed like this health stuff, but it's like, you know what I mean? But it's not
like a Wayfair conspiracy where they spend like $20,000 on a couch or whatever, and it's like, what is that really?
It's weird products, but they're not real products. But then you click on them, and it says like a hot chick with nice boobies hanging out. Like,
oh yes,
Russian girls, man.
Oh yes. Anyway, fun little.
I used to see the escorts over there, and the boats used to bring them in.
Oh yeah.
And some guys used to pick them up.
Talking about.
Yeah.
God.
All the time at 3 a.m., bro. I would always be
3 a.m.
Well, I would hang out with some Russian friends, and my Russian friends would be like, "Hey, look at those guys," and I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, didn't we hang out like one time? It was like, I don't know, midnight. It was right before you left the States. We were hanging out. We ran to that dude fishing, like smoking a blunt or whatever.
And he was rapping.
We were out there smoking cigars. He was there with a blunt fishing, dude. He was like, "Oh, hey, follow me on Instagram, dude. I'm a rapper." And he started like rapping for us.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
this? He showed us like his merch and stuff.
Yes,
cool.
Flux Ladder. It's the what you call it? That pier right next to what used to be IHOP. It was like that pier.
Oh, right there.
Yeah,
like,
you start like catching fish. Yeah, dude.
Holy shit!
What do you call he caught it like a catfish or something like that day?
I'm not a fisherman. I don't know. We were sitting there smoking stogies. And they're sitting there fishing. Dude had like face tats and shit. Yeah, check out my Instagram, dude. I'm a rapper. And I was like, all right, bet, man.
Yeah, when the first time coming, I was like, bro, hopefully he doesn't want to like challenge us or something.
Yeah, dude. It was literally like midnight, pitch black outside. We were just on the dock, and there's these dudes fishing. We're like, all right.
Yeah, and I was thinking, if I commit a crime tonight, well, I have to leave tomorrow anyways. It's not like catch me if you can,
Yeah, that was like literally like your last night or whatever.
Yeah.
I've seen you turn that bottle 180 degrees to the ground.
There's nothing left.
There's nothing left,
I'm trying to get every drop left.
Dude's sitting there licking the inside of the bottle.
It's healthy for you. It's got herbs in it.
Yeah,
right. It's a digestive.
It's German.
I think I'm gonna have to
German.
Maybe it's Jägermeister is German.
Yeah,
Jägermeister. Gotta be right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Nein?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No.
Okay.
Bro, in the little waiting room in the corner, Seth is just staring at me without his headphones on like a fucking creeper. Okay, there he goes. Oh, and then actually something y'all two have in common, Fluxliner and secondary education. Y'all both were into, well, see, he's got a little MIDI keyboard or whatever.
I see that. I was going to mention that, yeah.
What?
Yeah, do y'all want to talk about that?
Your MIDI controller over there.
He used to want to be a rock star, Fluxliner. He used to have dreams of being, no, the MIDI keyboard behind you.
The MIDI.
Yeah, MIDI, not the mini
keyboard. I said mini. No, I thought you meant the 60% keyboard I use.
That's what I got. Hey, bro. Hey, represent.
Hell yeah! No, you got a TKL. You got like a 80%, I think, or a TKL.
No, I don't have a numpad.
Yeah, that's a TKL, 10 keyless. I got I don't even have the fucking
Oh, you don't have the page down and page
arrow
up.
keys. I have a legitimate 60%. This shit sucks.
Oh, I love this thing. This thing, like the way it feels. Like, this is a keyboard that was only I bought it for like $50, but it feels better than those like $200 gaming keyboards.
Yeah.
If you don't get the named keyboards, you can get a really nice one online. It feels so nice. I wish I could, if you could hear that.
I can hear it.
Oh, so wonderful.
Dude, the other day, I put a turban on my head because I like to do some crazy shit. And dude, people are freaking the fuck out over here.
Yeah. If
Not bad.
My ass with
I'll show you a picture real quick.
Oh God.
Oh, should I send it to Discord on Discord?
Yeah, send it on Discord. I'll pull it up.
Bro, they were
you.
fucking freaking.
So you don't have to sit there and like put it like this.
It's my religion. Like it's fucking hot, and they're like, "Okay, you're right." They didn't do shit.
It was funny.
Yeah, send it to the Discord. Send it to the Discord. The Discord. Oh my god, I had some stuff pulled up if Gary showed up, but he didn't. So I guess I'll have to save that for next time he graces us with our presence. It was funny. Actually, I don't know what episode it'll be in, but he had or it might just be on the Clips channel. But that segment about NASCAR or whatever, I thought that was actually a good Gary segment.
It was 66, episode 66. I think.
No, we recorded this last Wednesday.
What the fuck is that terrorist?
Oh,
it was not in an episode yet.
Oh no. Okay, I know what you mean.
Yeah, we recorded on Wednesday. So
yeah, where he just bro started getting heartfelt. Yeah, I used to watch it with my grandmother. And
I did. Well, because I was talking about like, hey, if you're gonna be like coming on the show or whatever, like, no, I think he was making fun of me for coming or for my ideas sucking or whatever. So I was like, all right, you come with a segment. He's like, well, you guys aren't gonna want to talk about NASCAR or whatever. And I was like, well, if you could really come up with like a pitch or whatever and something like if you could explain to me why you like it, because I don't get it. This car is going around in a circle. You were there, so. But like he actually came up with like a thing, like talked about it. I was like, oh, okay, rare Gary W for a segment.
Very. Extremely rare. There's a legendary Gary moment.
Oh my god, dude! Let me open this image.
Put that shit on screen real quick.
I will. Hold on, I gotta save it to my pictures. Okay, it's saved to my pictures. Let me pull it up. Because when I met Ricky, I thought he was Arab.
Dude, a lot of people think I'm Arab here. That's why they're afraid of me.
Yeah,
no. The narcos. When the narcos pass by my house, they're always like, yeah, the Arabs literally, they're like, "Salam alaikum," and I'm like, "Alaikum salam."
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, because when I met him, I didn't know that everybody except the one other white dude was related. So I didn't know because, your parents and brother, I could tell were Hispanic, but you had like the weird beanie on with some symbols on it. So I thought you were Arab when I first saw you. Yeah, dude, you're definitely getting randomly checked at the airport. You're definitely getting randomly checked.
With those fucking sunglasses, bro. Oh yeah.
I know he looks like from Counter-Strike on Dust.
That day, the good thing I didn't do it because TSA was coming the next day after, so I was like, Jesus Christ! Thank God I did it because dude, I would have been so fired. Yeah, because a lot of the TSA comes to Mexico all the time to the airports to check how the quality is, certain things.
So TSA is not a specifically American thing; it's just about.
No, it's American, but they come and check us.
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah. I guess you send people to America, so.
Oh, there's a lot of Americans here, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot of Americans. They live here.
Well, it sounds like quite the diverse melting pot down there in Mexico.
And here, Durango is very small. It's like a small town, It's very like colonial. Like you look down, like you go like to the central, and like all the buildings are like from like the 1600s with the cool bricks and all that. Like very Spaniard. Pretty interesting.
Did you ever meet? Here, let me do mine's quick because it'll probably be a no. But he used to live there. Did you ever meet? I know Fluxliner doesn't like him. Did you ever meet Jesse Ventura when he lived down there? Was he in your area or no?
No, I never met him, but I know who Jesse Ventura is.
Yeah, but John Wayne there. He lived there for a long time.
Yeah, Durango. John Wayne used to make a lot of movies here in Durango.
Yeah, that would have been before your time, though.
Yeah. I visited. They have like a museum. It's called El Pueblo, like the town.
Yeah.
And they show you like where they used to make all the scenes and everything. The movie's pretty cool.
Oh, like the westerns or whatever.
Yeah, the western. Yeah, a lot of western shit.
Where is he?